How's it going, folks? Welcome back to yet another Ranger Talk video. And today I have a very, very special guest. It's the amazingly talented Emma from the band Attractive Chaos. Hi, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting us. It's a real pleasure. It was unexpected, and I'm so happy, really happy to be here and have a talk, a few words. Yes.
Great, thank you so much. I guess for my first question is, how did the band come together? How did you all kind of meet under the same vision?
It's quite a long story. It seems simple, but it's not so simple. So if I start from the beginning, let's say the band is the three main members. I mean the founders. Firstly are Clément Botz, which is the guitarist, composer, and growler. You've got Pietro Paolo Lunesu, is also in the band Wonders and Even Flow. Is playing bass in this band, and there is me as a founder member. And in fact, I already have with Clément a band called Beneath My Sins that we founded like 8 years ago now. Time is flying. And the fact is, Beneath My Sins was initially a symphonic metal band. And with time, I don't know, COVID passed, quarantine, and Clément decided to just not only focus on guitar, but focus on other instruments. So he started to learn the whistle. He even took lesson with the whistle player, I don't know how to say, of Elivesi, Matteo Sisti. And now Beneath My Sin has become, it's strange, the process is an acoustic folk metal band, and Clément is no more playing the guitar, he's only playing whistle and piano.
Wow. That's amazing.
I make the story very short. So what is going on is that I was thinking, Beneath My Sins, folk acoustic, and we are now far away from metal. Okay. So I was thinking, okay, in the meanwhile, I met Pietro Paolo Lunesu, which is the guitarist of Even Flow Wonders, as I said, and I was thinking, okay, that would be great to have these two guys in the same band, as Clément has also improved his guitar skills, and because also Pietro Paolo is a great composer and a great guitarist. And both of them have really different styles. One is coming from hard rock, power metal, and progressive metal, and Clément is more into folk and even death metal and electro metal. So I was thinking I would like to combine both person. That's the story, and go back into metal because I love what we're doing with Beneath My Sins. But I was thinking I would like to come back in metal. So that was the idea behind the project, merging influences and coming back to metal stuff.
Cool. That's very evident in the band's sound, because it's very unique. There's a lot of traditional, I guess, metal styles at its core, but then the different influences and, you guys really create something unique. And I guess that's because everyone's coming from different backgrounds and they have their own input.
Yep. Definitely, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned, because Beneath My Sins, that sounds very familiar. I feel like I'm familiar with the band, but I may not have listened to very much. But it's so cool. You just have like an all-star group, in your band right now. You got the fella from Wonders and whatnot.
Yes, a bit.
The drummer from Asylum Pyre, right? He's also in that. Like lots of.
Yeah, absolutely. But the drummer of Asylum Pyre is also in Beneath My Sins, but because we really like to work with him, is great. Is really great. I guess this, I don't know, this componers members all together, it seems that something is going on very well, and we are really happy, all of us, because everybody has his own influences, so it was not not obvious that it would work. I mean, first of all, we do it for us to be happy. We are very proud, and I think it's the first time, and even Clément will say so. Pietro Paolo has already worked with professional person, so he's used, let's say, to bring to professional stuff. I don't know, to work with fully professional musician.
Yeah.
Full-time musician, full-time music professional. So with Clément, I can say it's the first time we're happy with a release. Of course, we could adjust some little things, I guess so. But first time we are definitely very happy. That Beneath My Sins, there was always something. We did some mistake, a lot of mistake with Beneath My Sins, and this band is let's say it's the band with no mistake, with the experience. The bad experience have been done, the experiences have been done, and now we try to learn from the previous mistake or experiences, and that's why I think we're happy with this now.
That's great. This
Finally.
is kind of like the band that you have always wanted, you know. So it's like you've reached that point.
It took time, but I think the way is the right one. I hope.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just from the outside looking in or listening, and I guess I should say it, just the debut EP you guys just dropped, and it's already so unique and it really catching so many people like attention, you know, it just really stands out. So that's just really remarkable. When everyone first got together and y'all were like, okay, let's write some music, were there any challenges because everybody has so many different influences? Was it difficult trying to figure out what to do and how to do it and merge everything?
No, I don't know. It was not difficult. No, really, no. We had to find very quickly a way to work. Somebody is bringing the composition, the first song, the raw, how can I say, the raw song. Pietro Paolo is always arriving with guitar, bass, and drum. He always has a vocal line already in mind, which is never the case of Clément. So never. So I have to say, Clément, put away some stuff, for example, that I can't place I don't know, there is a lot of arrangement. So it's easier to work on the base of Pietro Paolo because I have all the space to imagine and to imagine things. And Clément, as he is also very, very comfortable with Cubase, with sound design, he brings something like that usually doesn't even need some vocals. So I say, wait,
don't forget about me. I want to sing.
Yes. I mean, yes, absolutely, yes. So sometimes he has to put away stuff, which Pietro Paolo is a bit the opposite. I have all the space, and then when I design the vocal lines, and then Clément is a bit the unifier of everything. He is making the arrangement of all the songs. So at the end, the unity of the EP, of the album, or of the songs, is because I put vocal lines, I do the vocal lines, and because Clément arranged everything at the end. Cool. Then we obviously, and because also we have the drummer that is always, he appropriates the drum lines, but is also proposing his own. So that's how it works right now. And we are happy, and it's not very easy because we are far from each other. We are two in Italy, in Sardinia, and two in Paris. So we had to find a easy way to work, and something fluent. And this way of working, thanks to I don't know, it's the good part of COVID and quarantine period. It's that we learn to work at distance.
Yeah.
So. And then when we meet, we try and we retry, and we see what's going on live, because a CD is something, sometimes live it doesn't work as well. So that's how it works, and for now we're happy with this way of working.
That's really cool. Yeah, I was going to ask how everything was kind of unified, because you know, with so
when
many
we
different styles and everything, you know, there's a lot layered on each other, but there's a unifying line, you know, from the beginning of the EP to the end, even though each song has its own personality. You know, it does not sound the same or repetitive. Every song sounds different, but unified. And that's just really cool. I guess that has to do with, you know, the arrangement and keeping that core.
Indeed, there was one philosophy, and it's not a philosophy, but one main idea again when we created the band is melody. That's why we are vocal lines, melodic vocal lines, because it's funnier for everybody to have. So for me singing and people listening, and putting back the guitar at the center of every song, I mean, leaving some space to the guitar. So
Yeah. Yeah.
then from this, all the ways that everything is open from this point of starting point.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. You know, there's really heavy moments. There's some more like keyboard moments. There's like a ballad in there that's just a beautiful, you know, ballad. And it's just cool how it all works together. So you've accomplished so much in just an EP. What was the decision? What made you guys decide to do an EP as opposed to a full length?
Two main things. For me, we think now after these experiences is easier to promote all the songs of an EP than one album, because an EP for I mean we've got 6 songs. We've made 3 video and one more to illustrate a bit, a lyric video on the storm, the very last one. And at least half the album, half the EP has been promoted. Then when you release something, even on Spotify, because it's also, we have to study all the tricks that we can use, you can also push another song. So we pushed Before You Hit the Ground, the only one that has no video yet. So we try using all the different channels to cover all the EP. Because sometimes when you release an album, people listen to the 5 first songs or the songs that, and the rest nobody never heard about this. So
yeah, that's so common. I feel like these days, you know, with just the access, I guess, to digital music, that before you'd have to go to the store and buy an album, and so when you go home, you put it in. You're gonna listen
in
to
a car.
Yeah, you're gonna listen to the whole thing because you bought it. But now you can just go stream a couple songs, the singles, you know, and then forget about the rest.
Absolutely. And I think just when we go on tour, for example, now if I don't even have I don't know the lecture, the reader, the CD reader in my own car, and it really bothers me. That's true. But Clément, when we go on tour, he puts his Spotify. We have a Spotify, okay, but it's a mix of a lot of artists going on. It's so at the end, I know one song from many different artists, but one. So imagine a full album. People release a full album. Maybe you know one song about this. So that's why EP seems more than enough. And even to do things properly. I mean, we didn't want to put a song aside. Everything had to be perfect as it was when we needed to be fully happy at the moment it was released and before the mix and mastering. And also we had a tour also planned that was a bit before what we wanted. So the question has been solved very quickly. It will be an EP, and that I mean, it confirmed the tour, the upcoming tour was confirming that we needed to do an EP with just this time.
Yeah, you know, it makes it easier to digest, and I guess when you play live, you can pretty much play every song, right? Like you don't have to like pick and choose and say, oh, we can only do 5 songs from the album. No, we can play every song, so everybody knows every song that's being played. And
yeah, it's true. Yes, yeah.
So that's really nice. What was it like for you personally, as a vocalist, going in and having to sing not only, you know, with the metal aspect, but just the very different styles. Like, you have Won and Lost, which is very kind of jazzy, and I think everybody already knows at this point how much I love that song. So and then going from that, I believe the very next song is Come to Me, right? That's grand and epic, much more so you're doing so much with your voice. Was that a challenge, or is that very fun for you, or are you more comfortable doing some styles than others?
In fact, I started by taking classical singing lessons for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I have to say, I'm not very happy with the result. I'm happy because I think I can never be an opera singer. I didn't catch all I it's fine. I use this technique, some technique for that kind of come to me, for example. Let's say that from these 10 years, at least I can reuse something my own way to bring something more in what I'm producing, in fact, what I'm singing. Then after 10 years, I changed and I took lesson with somebody who was expert in clean voice and scream. Because at the end, he explained to me that the point of departure is the same. You have to, before singing scream, you have to be a good rock singer. And we went back to the basis with him. And even what it taught me helped me with my classic voice. At the end, no, I needed to see somebody else to unblock a lot of stuff in my voice, and then I have to be myself, and that's an important thing to say, because everybody has models. I'm thinking when we are young, when we are a young singer, you have Tarja from Nightwish, because I mean, we all wanted to sing like this. It's like 10 years, it's been 12 years that I discovered her. I wanted to sing like her. Then you want to sing like Amelie from Evanescence, because she has a beautiful, powerful voice. But at the end, I won't be like her. I can try whatever I want. I won't be Emilia, I won't be Tarja, I won't be Annette, whoever you. So you have to learn to accept your voice and who you are and your abilities, and to play with this and to accept your difference. But it's not easy to understand at the beginning when you start learning singing and you start creating. Beneath My Sins, I wanted to sound super with a super classical voice. It doesn't sound good. The first album is not I should have been myself.
Too modest.
I don't I wasn't myself, let's say that.
Got it. Yeah, you're still trying to imitate, I
Yes.
guess. So yeah, that's very good advice, and a good lesson, I guess, for folks, is to just know that they have their own voice, and you can try to do different things with it, but at the end of the day, you have to accept your voice.
And that took a little bit. It doesn't mean that I don't take any more lessons, of course, when I can, because then I have another work, an everyday work that for living. I tried as much as possible to continue to learn, to make exercises, because it really helps. That's true. And I never say, no, I'm fine like this. I know there is some work, but still, every voice is unique, and sometimes you have to do with what you have. It's a bit like your physics. It's a bit like your parents. Sometimes, but it's not bad. It's just we should all be happy of being unique and play with this. That's what I've learned in these years.
You mentioned, like, the look, of a person and whatnot. And so I can relate to that, because it took me a while to come to accept the fact that I was just going to be bald. So I understand. I wanted to have hair like all the cool people, but You know, I can't windmill with the heavy metal bands with the long hair. It's not gonna happen, but I'm okay with it now. So I get it. I get it.
It takes time to admit, but the truth is, so let's take it easy and let's make jokes about it,
Yeah.
and that's super fine. Then that's at the end, everything is fine.
Yeah, well, you know, I forget the track 4 from the EP, the kind of the ballad, right?
Yeah.
What was the name of that one? I forget now.
Still here.
Still Here. Yeah, on that one, you do kind of have some of that operatic style, you know, and so you were able to play with that some, and it sounds great. That's the thing that's very impressive is there's not one single instrument on the album that isn't unique, you know, or dynamic, you know, everything from the guitar to the keyboard to the drums to your voice, everything is constantly changing and adapting to the different musical environment. And it's just very impressive how everyone is able to handle that. You know, the talent involved is just really, really impressive. How have yeah.
When people are because even the drummer has a lot of experiences, and is the eldest, and plays with rap people doing rap. He plays with people. Yeah, no, he's
Wow.
plays a lot of pop, rock. He plays I couldn't even say is reggae
Wow,
also.
really? So everything you
Yes,
can imagine.
is and so. And people are very humble in this way. I don't know where I wanted to go with this, but I don't remember. No,
No
I
worries.
forget. I'm a bit lost where I wanted to say that, but we don't want to. We want to do what seems appropriate, and it's not like making so much demonstration. Maybe I wanted to go in that direction. They may not to demonstrate as how many incredible things you can do, how speed you are with your hand on the guitar, on the
Yeah.
bass, how high can go the voice, or how powerful. I think you have to adapt. You have to serve the music, and not to try to or the lyrics, because for me, I'm writing the lyrics. Still here, it's not supposed to be sing with a powerful voice or a super classical voice. So you have to serve the idea and the music. And so being humble in this case, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, and everyone's not just there to show off, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, no, that's
So, you know, again, it's just a debut EP. I know every band member is very experienced and whatnot, but still, for a debut EP, it sounds so authentic and so just polished. So how do you all just really stay true to yourselves, you know, with the music? And I guess how is everybody so on board with the same idea? Because the whole band, it doesn't feel like there's a bunch of individuals. The whole band just really works together so well, and it just has a very authentic feel to it.
and
So,
I guess
yeah,
because yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, sorry, no, I'm interrupting you. Sorry.
No.
I think we know each other for quite a long time. Also, with Thomas and Clément, we know each other for now. As I said, Thomas for 6 years, Clément for 10 years now that I'm working with him. So, and we've been working with so many people. It didn't work. We have crossed the way of so many musicians. And definitely us three, Clément and Thomas, we're still together. So I think something was created between us three. Then Pietro Paolo that joined. Well, is it's not a secret. He's also is my boyfriend also. It's so we're sharing also a lot every day. We have shared also a lot of similar experiences about disappointment, dealing with other musicians, with other professional, making the same mistakes. So at the end, our career, our course has been quite the same. So it was really easy to understand each other. Really easy, and because I really like what he's doing also with Evan Flow and Wonders. I really like it. So I knew that whatever, every time he do something, it's beautiful. I mean, it's really, I really like it. So much full of emotion that for me it was, sorry, excuse me. It's so much full of emotion that I was sure that it could only work.
That's awesome.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Everyone just really kind of on the same page and everyone almost working as one. So yeah, that's really neat. You said that you wrote all of the lyrics. Did you have difficulty with that? Coming up with
With
lyrics or
depends depends. Some come naturally and some not that much. It really depends. Sometimes you have, and I remember come to me. I wrote the lyrics, but it didn't fit the vocal line. So it's terrible when you have to put away some words, but keeping the same idea and keeping the same message. That's the kind of trouble I had on this song, or changing all the lyrics but keeping the message. That's the point. And also because I'm taking also some not English lessons, but I have a teacher that is she's yeah, I think she's French native, but one of her parents is from the UK, and she is helping me with the accent. To put on the right moment the tonic, I don't know how to say that. She's helping me to place all the syllable. My
yeah.
English is a bit
No, yeah,
on
no,
the good time. I don't know, to place them properly to make it feel natural. But
gotcha.
sometimes it doesn't fit what you your vocal line, so you have to rebuild everything. You have to concentrate some words. You have um, to change them also,
Yeah.
because sometimes there are a lot of mistakes. So, oh no, this way of saying, we don't say it in English. But the right way to say is a disaster. It's not very elegant. It doesn't fit. So I don't know but this word now I don't like. But yeah, then there is this story of English, the English accent, that is an additional difficulty. Yes.
Well, I guess it's kind of cool how it kind of drifts between, your native accent and then, trying to do some of the more English, like you said, the syllables and all of that. So it creates kind of a unique sound to your voice also, and the way that you're delivering the lines. So, it kind of fusing the two, it works.
Yeah.
It
No.
works. You don't need to go like fully like, oh, this has to just sound very English or this has to sound more French. Have both.
Yeah. If at the end I can even choose. It's not like
Yeah.
I have to follow 100% what she's saying. If I want to take a bit of be more comfortable and to keep it my way, that's
Yeah.
fine. But I try not to do it because obviously my English is far from being perfect, and I can feel. I guess I don't know. I guess we can hear that it's a French person singing. So I wanted to make it the most English as possible, just not to
Yeah,
be.
but that's not a bad thing though. That's not a bad thing, having the accent there, in my opinion. It's always cool, hearing, bands from all over the world and getting to hear like their accent, even though a lot of them are singing in English, but
That's true.
you can hear that they're from somewhere else, and it's just cool, again, I guess
Yeah.
kind of an authenticity thing, but So y'all have been able to play some live shows, right? So how has that been when you first got out there and started playing live shows? Were you nervous? Like, how are people going to
Yeah,
respond to the band?
that's true. Yes, because the first time we played, we had released only one song. It was "Come to Me" in September, and then the first show in January. Just it was like a test show to see
Wow.
how people would respond. It was in Paris, so a bit, let's say, a bit easier, and seeing people so enthusiastic for the first show, it gives you a lot of strength,
Yeah.
really. And "Come to Me," because we make people sing on "Come to Me," the
Nice.
choirs. So when
Yeah.
you see first show, people responding, you know, it's very, very, very positive. You really feel happy, really. So that was a good start, and then we went on tour. But that went pretty well, yes. And it was not, it was a two-way, obviously, you know them, Temperance and Fantomelite.
Yeah.
Temperance from Italy, Fantomelite from the Netherlands. And it was quite impressive. They are all professional musicians. They are touring, especially Temperance, a lot.
Yeah.
They are on the big labels. So but how can I say? We didn't want to play the role of the opener. We had to be there, present, and show that yes, we are a debut band, but we deserve this place.
Right.
So it was. That's why we went with this idea, and the audience responded very well. I have to say, I'm very happy. From the beginning, from the beginning of the show, after the first song, the audience was applauding, they were screaming. It was very positive.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. You know, it may have been just a great decision, you know, with the EP, because then everyone gets to know all the songs, and even just based off of my channel, you know, people commenting on some of the videos, they've been really excited to hear your music. And so I think folks are really just enjoying it. And again, you really have kind of taken the scene by storm, in my opinion, and created something that catches people's mind, because a lot of times in the metal genre, or any genre at all, you know, you have a lot of the same, you know, like very similar format, and they can all be great. They can all be great,
Yeah,
but
it's true.
kind of the same. And so sometimes you're listening, and then something like your band comes up, and it's like, oh, it makes you stop and think like, hey, this sounds a little bit different from what some of these other things are. And that's just really cool. I think it's really been catching people's attention. So I hope y'all have been enjoying, now that the EP is out finally, and you know, you can really receive all the feedback from everybody. And I hope, is the band motivated to continue, to keep going?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. The other EP or album, we will see. It's difficult to give a name on the next release.
Yeah.
A short album, big EP, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's already going on very well. It's already very different from the first EP.
Fascinating.
And yeah, and the song between each other are very different from one another. Yes, so I'm yeah. I mean, it's we wanted to make like not a break, but maybe go back a bit on Beneath My Sins, because it's difficult to manage the two projects at the same time.
Yeah, I imagine.
But the fact is, the feedbacks are good on Attractive Chaos, and we don't want to. Maybe we won't make the little break we were thinking about. Maybe. Or maybe no. Maybe
y'all are too excited now. It's like, okay,
yeah,
I just
yeah,
want
we
to do
didn't.
this.
It's not like we're famous, obviously. But the feedbacks that we have from the people we met are good. So so obvious, yeah. So no, it would be a pity. We do, and we love to even write music. So I don't want to stop this.
Yeah.
this little jump, this that we are making really really done. So, but already have some new stuff on the way, and yeah, we're reading to read something quite soon, but not making a mistake of too soon. That's for sure.
Right. Let the for debut EP breathe a little bit.
Yeah, it's because the fact is, yeah, now that I'm thinking about this, it's been only released like 10 years ago, but as we made the tour before releasing the EP,
Right.
it's like I have the feeling it's released like
You feel like it's
6
old.
months.
You feel
So
like it's old now. It's like, okay, we need to
absolutely,
release something else because this is old, but the EP
but
itself
in
has
fact,
only
no.
been out. That's so
Come to Me
funny.
was released in September, so that's why we're a bit not
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, we
unfazed.
got to release something else soon because it's been so long.
It seems so, yeah. So
Yeah,
we're now
that's
planning
funny.
already some new video. We are playing a beautiful festival in Sardinia, like next Monday.
Oh, awesome.
The stage will be on the river, so it should be
Oh.
very nice. I mean, should be an incredible location. So
Yeah.
we definitely will have to do something with this place.
What's the coolest stage that you've ever played on before?
But I think that before the coolest stage.
Have there been any that were just really
I
unique
don't.
and you're like, this is so cool?
I don't know. We never made even with my sins. I've never played a big festival. I have
Maybe this one
no.
will be the coolest one on a river. I mean, that's just really neat, right?
Yeah, that's why, because when I'm thinking about it, it's very unique.
Yeah,
It's even, I think, yeah, never saw this even on any festival around the world. Even on the biggest, they don't have a stage on the on the river.
yeah. Is it like floating like in the river?
I think there are some bars, no,
Yeah,
maintaining the platform in the
but it's
ground,
there.
or
Wow,
yeah, I guess I hope
that's so
I even hope so, because you no, this one seems particularly interesting, and
yeah,
it's the first time, and the audience is far away from you. Usually, or indeed, we play very close to the audience in a venue that has maximum a capacity of 300 people.
yeah.
So this one is. I'm impressed, I have to say. I don't know how it will go on. Hopefully good, but I've never experienced before. So
That's cool. I hope people post some videos of it online because I want to look at that and see how that goes. I'm sure on the Instagram, you guys will maybe I'll post some videos.
maybe surely, yeah, surely.
That would be really cool.
Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see a bit.
Well, it seems like y'all are just having a lot of fun and are really excited about this, and that's always fun to see. And I think that helps also in the music when you can tell everyone is very passionate about it. It's not just everyone's there. Okay, we're trying to make a little bit of money. I'm going to show up and play.
No,
and
it's not the good way to think.
No, and you can tell everyone is very invested, and I mean, you seem just really excited, even talking about it and wanting to continue with it. Like it's fulfilling, and that's just amazing. And,
Absolutely, yes.
It's infectious for the listeners as well. So
as I said, yes, I think everyone who wants to start music or continue music, just try to have fun, because you never know if it's going to work or not. At least enjoy what you are doing, because if you don't, you can be even more disappointed.
right. Yeah, that's the only
So
thing you
at
can
least,
control, right? Is
yeah, being
making sure you're
happy about
enjoying what you're doing, and then everything else,
that's it.
it doesn't matter, because if you're enjoying it, you're having fun.
That's fine. Everything at the end, it will always be fine if you like what you're doing. Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for taking the time to chat with me. I really appreciate it. It was so cool getting an inside scoop of Attractive Chaos and the minds behind the new music, the band. So a lot of fun, and it's exciting to hear that there's more on the way. That the band is definitely not one.
Yeah, no, it's exactly. No, we know that's for sure. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna put every Attractive Chaos social media links, YouTube, some videos, all that stuff's in the description below, folks. So If you have not listened to Attractive Chaos yet, shame on you. But you can fix that and go and explore and listen to their music. And then the new EP, The Fire Between Us, the brand new EP, debut EP. So yeah, follow them on social media so you can keep up with all the latest news and stuff. And yeah, and in the comments down below, let us know what do you think of the band? You know, what songs are your favorite? You know, have you listened to the EP yet? You know, let's talk about it in the comments. It's always fun to hear what y'all have to say and what y'all think. And thank you one more time, Emma, for joining me.
Thank you for the invitation. It was a pleasure to have this chat, really.
The pleasure is all mine. But yeah, I wish you and the band the best, and keep having fun, most importantly. And thank you.
Yeah, that's
true. Thank you, everybody, so much. And I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.